Hello, everybody. It's me, Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Sean.
Welcome to TNT Big Show. And oh my God, we are getting new subscribers. Our videos are getting big views, thumbs up, and stuff. Thank you, everybody. Keep the momentum rolling. We're just 25 away from 100. We keep inching closer every day. Just want to thank you so much for all your support. And please subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell so you can keep updated. Leave a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. We really want to hear what you think, because it also helps us with the algorithm. You can also join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month to get stuff like Jack's Joke of the Week, which will be up this Friday. And we will also have exclusive blogs and everything. You can donate one time to PayPal if you want. All of this stuff will be in the description below. You can also join our social medias like TikTok, Instagram, our WordPress blog. I also write articles for Nintendo64 and Zelda Universe. And you can also join our Discord and our Reddit. Now, with all the wonderful pleasantries out of the way, Sean and I have been talking about this for a while, and we're trying to figure out why people like Ben Shapiro, The Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, Clownfish, and all these other anti-SJW sites, why they think movies like Star Wars, The Matrix, They Live, V for Vendetta,
A Quiet
Place. Why do they think these movies are their movies? I'm not just going to talk about how they're wrong, but how they get to this point, What has made them think this? Some people think that Star Wars is a movie that had no political agenda, when that is exactly the opposite. George Lucas had an agenda from the beginning. According to his own words, he did an interview with the legendary Jim Cameron, that Star Wars was about the rebels, aka Viacom, defeating the imperialistic empire, aka America.
Oh.
That's what the first three Star Wars movies were about. Episodes 1, 2, 3 had interventionism, like in the Iraq War and stuff. It had hints of stuff like that in them. So why didn't you all flip out over the first six? We'll get back to that,
Yeah.
George Lucas himself has said this. This is not Keith Olbermann. This is not
The Young Turks.
the Young Turks or Vosh or whoever boogeyman you guys like to think of. The Matrix. How did right-wingers think that the red pill is a pro-right-wing, anti-left-wing agenda, with the anti-SJWs being the rebels and the SJWs being the agents, and that the real world is them being free from the government and them being free of, I guess, SJWs and stuff, even though when you look at the characters in the movie, it's a very diverse cast, so that one kind of really puzzles me.
I know.
Why they thought that with the Matrix.
Because Neo's white.
Yeah. The reality is, the Matrix was made by two anarcho-socialist transgender sisters who used the red pill as a metaphor for HRT and the experience of being a trans person. When Neo is dead named every time, like Mr. Anderson, Neo corrects him. Even I didn't get it at first, but then now that I watch it, I'm like, holy cow, it makes sense. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I knew. I just thought it was a metaphor, and I did, minorities and outsiders fighting the government. I knew it was a left-wing ideological movie. I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was a transgender allegory.
Yeah.
They Live. This is the new flavor of the month for The Quartering and them, that the right wing is using it to recruit people. The anti-SJWs think it is a pro-Trump, anti-SJW, anti-left movie, that the aliens are big liberal government officials and they are once again the small band of rebels. Reality check. According to John Carpenter himself, who was a leftist, he made it to mock unregulated capitalism and Reaganism.
Because when you look at the The movie, they have the $1 bill. When you read the $1 bill with the way the aliens see it, this is your God. That's how Republicans and conservatives think. Money is their God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And George Nada, is that his name?
Nada. George Nada.
Yeah, which is Spanish for nothing.
Nothing. And
Or
the hero is how the aliens look at him. Nothing.
Yeah. Like he's poor.
Yeah.
He's lost. He has no wealth or anything, and you don't see that. And finally, there's a lot more movies we could do, but we don't have 30 hours. But Blade Runner.
Well, and I also, really quick, I'm going to throw in A Quiet Place. They're now saying that A Quiet Place is the big government censoring and silencing their freedom of speech, which the director of the movie once again said that's not the meaning of the movie at all.
It's actually the fear of parenting.
Parenting, yes.
Because if you notice at the beginning of A Quiet Place, spoiler alert for anyone who has not seen the first Quiet Place movie, spoiler alert is coming, that the parents took their eye off their child for 1 second and the child ends up dead.
Yeah.
And I also thought that A Quiet Place was about how people let words muddle communication.
Yeah.
And that sometimes we say more when we don't say nothing at all.
Nothing at all,
But that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
But that's from the director, so I got that wrong, I guess. But okay. And finally, Blade Runner. Blade Runner is another movie that Ben Shapiro and them, the Quartering and them, just love to bring out when they want to pwn the SJWs and stuff.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to give the SJWs a free pass because some of y'all like to call movies bigoted and stuff without even doing the proper research. However, that being said, let's get back to this. Blade Runner. Right-wingers think they are Richard Deckard who hunts down unwanted droids to keep the city safe. The replicants, Reality, Blade Runner is a metaphor for what unchecked capitalism will bring. That the government blames the replicants, immigrants, or the undesirables for society's problems.
Again, this is not from Cenk Uygur, of course, or some big liberal lefty. This is from Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott's the guy who made the movie.
It's also from the author of the book.
Look, yeah.
Yeah. Do androids sleep,
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, Blade Runner 2049 had a heavy global warming theme in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How could you not see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Why? Why does this happen? Why do people like Micro Machine Man, Ben Shapiro?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the way it is. This is how it is. Star Wars is actually no. I'll tell you what it is. They want to belong. They have not. Everyone like big liberal Hollywood. Hollywood is not liberal, but they want to belong. They want to snatch onto a movie. See, this movie represents us. Yes, it does. No, it don't. They found one now. Transformers. That's the movie that's safe. That doesn't have it all. That's their movie now. But whoop-de-doo. But they want to say, Star Wars represents us. They Live represents us. Blade Runner represents us. When it doesn't. They're trying to find to latch onto something. So we have movies that represent us when they don't.
Yeah, but I think how they get there, I do think you're right, though. So I'm not contradicting you, I'm just adding stuff in.
Oh.
I think that the main protagonists are cis, heterosexual white men. George Nada, Richard Deckard, Neo, Luke, and Anakin Skywalker are all white, cisgender, heterosexual males.
No.
So there are, like, having other minorities and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Didn't bother them then because the main character was still a white male.
Yeah, like Endgame.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, who should have destroyed Thanos. A woman, no, they couldn't allow that. They had to let good old rich billionaire Tony Stark, the white man, do it.
Yeah.
That's why they love Endgame so much.
Yeah, that's why you didn't hear a whole bunch. Well, they did get onto Endgame for having that one scene of all the women coming out together.
Yeah, I know.
But really, who saved the day? Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. The white man.
The movies were really about him.
Yeah.
Because Hulk was a joke.
Yeah.
Thor became a Al Bundy ripoff.
Yeah.
Black Widow was barely used. Hawkeye was wasted.
Well, let's not forget the other white male, the white hero, Captain America.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but the white man, once again.
So I think that's why people like them don't have a problem.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, there's no political agenda.
Yeah.
When, as in the next 3 Star Wars movies, automatically Rey was the main character.
And Finn.
Finn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't have the dynamic anymore. Poe.
Yeah.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
You have a Latino, a black, and a woman. So the dynamics changed.
Yeah.
It's no longer a white, heterosexual, cisgendered male.
Yeah. But in a sense of a way, is this new? Princess Leia. Lando. Hello?
Yeah, but again, they weren't the main.
I know that, but I'm just saying, though, there were always strong women and strong minorities, and the Star always. They were always in there.
Yeah.
Padme. What makes you think that this is the first time a strong woman was in Star Wars? Where have you been for the last 40 years?
Yeah, but I think, again, it's just the fact that now 7, 8, and 9 were the journey of Rey Skywalker.
I know. I see what you're saying.
The first 6, the 4, 5, and 6 were the journey of Luke Skywalker. 1, 2, and 3 were the journey of Anakin Skywalker.
I know.
I also think that they equate reality, like right-wing, as in small or no government. So they think that any band of rebels fighting an oppressive regime automatically equals small government conservatives versus big liberal government.
Yes, the same people who love Donald Trump, who want to take away transgender rights, gay rights, women's rights. Yeah, therefore small government. Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Now, I will say this. It is okay to criticize movies you don't like that you just don't think are that good.
Yeah.
A lot of people had genuine problems with episodes 7, 8, and 9.
I liked them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, people had legitimate problems with them. Same thing with the Ghostbusters remake. Melissa McCarthy's original script for Ghostbusters was brilliant.
Right.
When it leaked online, people were like, holy crap. So maybe it wasn't SJWs that ruined the movie.
Exactly.
Because Melissa McCarthy wrote the script, but it was Sony and the other executives who dumbed it down into oblivion.
Oh.
And I agree. Having women as your main protagonist does not equal a good movie. I absolutely agree with that. But the criticism that it's because it's SJWs, that's missing the point that it was a big studio that ripped her script into 1,000 pieces and made it this horrible movie. I'm not going to deny that the Ghostbusters remake, it was horrible.
Right, because you want to talk about a great movie. I'm talking about a great movie with an all-woman cast that are fantastic. The Descent. 5 strong women. So just because it's about 5 strong, independently minded women, that can be a great movie. The Descent proved it.
Absolutely. But I don't have a problem with people criticizing a movie that has minorities in it if it's a legitimate criticism. And now if you don't want to watch it or like it because you don't want to watch movies about LGBTQ or minorities, fine. But to sit there and think that Star Wars, Star Trek, and them, which I laugh at the fact that these 2 very progressive-minded franchises, and they always have been, you honestly thought that they were yours. I do laugh at that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Terminator.
Yeah.
The feminist agenda in Terminator. You didn't watch the first 2, obviously, did you?
Yeah. Look at Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
A strong woman. There have been strong women. Wonder Woman. And I'm talking about the TV show and stuff. I mean, there have been strong women throughout the history of entertainment.
Yeah.
So where do you get this idea? The last couple of years, women have been taken. No. There have always been strong women in movies and stuff. They've been there. You idiots have just been too ignorant to realize it.
I mean, so I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to like movies with a diverse cast and stuff. That's not my reason for doing this video at all. You can like whatever you like. And if you still want to like Star Wars in them, that's fine. But get educated and know that people like The Quartering, Ben Shapiro, Geeks and Gamers, and Clownfish are nothing but, clowns.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
who want to brainwash you. They just want
Yeah.
your money. They don't care about you.
And this is a reality check to Ben Shapiro, the Clownfish, and the Hoarding and everybody. A reality. You, or me, like, I can look at Star Wars. I could say, well, this was a movie about farming gone wrong. No, it wasn't. No, I can't make that decision. George Lucas made that, so you cannot make Star Wars what you want it to be. It's his movie. It's about big bad America against the Vietnamese. There's nothing you can do. If you don't want to believe that, too bad. You cannot change that. That's his movie. You can't make it a right-wing problem. Like, it's my opinion, your opinion. No, you do not have an opinion on this. A fact, an actual reality fact. That's George Lucas's movie. He's the one who decides what the movie is. The Wachowski sisters are the ones who decide what the Matrix is. John Carpenter is the one who decides what They Live is. And Ridley Scott is the one who decides what Blade Runner is. You don't. Just because you don't like a liberal message movie, you don't get to make it into a conservative movie. It's not your right, Jack.
No, it's not. It's not your movie. People are like, we can interpret it however we want. You can, but it also means that you don't understand the movie.
Exactly. And
you're
you're wrong.
being dishonest.
And you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're wrong, period.
So I'm sorry. I mean, if you think that progressive politics being in movies nowadays is something new, then I got a bridge to sell you.
Tell you, exactly. Exactly.
This is Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Sean. Get a life.
Yep, have a good one. Go big or don't show.
I wanted to